Today let's consider the truth that God is invisible. And I'll be reading from Hebrews chapter 11, starting in verse 24. By faith Moses, when he was grown up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to be mistreated with the people of God than to enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin. He considered the reproach of Christ greater wealth than the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking to the reward. By faith he left Egypt, not being afraid of the anger of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. By faith he kept the Passover and sprinkled the blood, so that the destroyer of the firstborn might not touch them. God is invisible. If you made a list of all the attributes of God that were comforting, the truth that he's invisible may not make the list. We want God to be seen. We want to see him clearly. We are comforted by the truth that when we see Jesus, we will be like him, for we will see him as he is. We long for the faith that we have to become sight once we are out of this world. But in the meantime, God is invisible and is seen through eyes of faith. We live by faith and not by sight. And Hebrews 11 is a great chapter for us as we live this life of faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Without faith, it's impossible to please God, because he that comes to God must believe that he exists and that he is a rewarder of those who seek him. And Hebrews 11 has example after example of people who lived a life of faith. But the one that I've looked at this morning, or read about this morning, is Moses. Moses was one who had everything that somebody could want in life. Riches, honor, this incredible land of technology, that in that time making pyramids and all of these things. And yet he forsook all of those things, and he endured because he had his eyes fixed on the Lord Jesus. He turned from the fleeting pleasures of sin, and he knew that God was better, and he lived by faith. And so today, as you consider that God is invisible, come to him, seek him, know that he is a rewarder of those who pursue him.